New commitment, Notre Dame fans, to talk about here for the Fighting Irish. Kahanu Kia, 6'2", 205-pound linebacker. We're going to watch his film here in a minute, guys, but he is fun to watch. 6'2", 205 pounds, ranked as a 3-star, guys, but don't get caught up on the 3-star ranking because this is a kid who has not had a senior season because Honolulu in Hawaii is not playing football this season. The state is not playing ball. So he has junior tapes to go on, and we're going to watch it, and I absolutely love it. From Punahou, it's a familiar high school. Notre Dame's got some really good players from there, including, Manti Te'o, but back a dozen years ago. And he was a pretty solid linebacker for Notre Dame, so maybe the Irish can have similar success with Kia. His recruitment came down to Notre Dame, Stanford, UCLA, and Utah. Really, I would even narrow it down more to Notre Dame and Utah. Visited all 4 schools in a 2-week span. Earlier in November, he was on campus at Notre Dame the weekend that Notre Dame took on Clemson. Spent 2 days there, and you can imagine, even though we're in this pandemic year, we're with social distancing and 10% stadium capacity, that even watching that game on TV, being in South Bend, was huge for Kahanu Kia and also many other recruits. So the fact that he was in South Bend that weekend on campus played a huge part in his decision to commit to Notre Dame. Here's what he told me about his decision. At the end of the day, I had to take a look at the big picture. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get a Notre Dame education and play football for them. I love the culture of the program. I will fit in there. It's an opportunity I can't pass up. And here's what he told me about his conversation with Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly. It was cool. I mean, shoot, it's Coach Kelly, he said. It was cool to talk to him and hear his voice. As soon as I was done talking to him, I saw him on TV on Colin Cowherd's show, The Herd. That was pretty crazy. So we'll pop on his tape here in a second. Again, guys, he is a 3-star. Number 9 player in Hawaii. I don't really buy that as much personally, but look, he's a baller. What I call him is a modern day linebacker. He can play out in space. He can play out here in the flats. He can make acrobatic catches and shows off his athleticism. And hey, dude's even got moves in the open field. Coming off the edge. Kahanu Kia is just, again, we talk about versatility as such an important piece of the game of football. I mean, look, here's Kahanu Kia 40 yards downfield and coming up and making a stop on a quarterback. So this is why Notre Dame really wanted to take a second linebacker, was because of Kahanu Kia. I mean, the depth is there, but Kahanu Kia, when Notre Dame identified him, offered him September 1st, he's just too good to pass up. So really, I love this pickup for Notre Dame. Excellent football player, super smart kid. He's got a good background. His dad played at Utah, which is even another point to mention. Like, hey, he picked Notre Dame over Utah. He has family in the state, and his dad played there in the 90s, but wanted to take the plunge at Notre Dame. So he's got the good bloodlines, just athletic. Again, he can really do it all. That's why I love this pickup so much for Notre Dame, with what he can offer Notre Dame, not only on the field, but also in the classroom. So that's Kahanu Kia, folks. I think you're going to love him at Notre Dame. I think he's going to make a big impact down the road. So appreciate you guys watching this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll catch you next time.